Good afternoon, Eric Stone. I am with Stone's Bookkeeping. I am a faithful believer in Jesus Christ, and I am your biker bookkeeper. And today we're going to continue talking about self-employment, and we're going through just a really light touch the basics. But before we get to that, let's do our disclaimer. This is not designed as tax advice. If you have questions about what you're hearing today, please consult your tax preparer. If you don't have a tax preparer yet, give me a holler. My information will be down in the comments section. So today we're going to talk a little bit about assets. Now, assets are items that you purchase for the business that generally last at least 1 year and are considerable in price. Now, considerable is different for every business. If you're talking about like Coca-Cola, considerable is like a semi-truck. When you're talking about a small business, like a business operated out of your garage, and a big item might be the computer. Just a couple $1,000s for the computer that you use to operate your business. It could be the desk. It could be any smaller item like that. So it's a little bit about materiality, but we won't get into that in this context. So assets are those large items you purchase for your company. So a good example of a small business asset would be like a computer, a printer. Could be the desk that your computer sits on. If you're like a contractor, it could be a table saw. Big items like that. What you want to do is set a certain amount, that above that amount, those will be assets. Typically, that would be like $1,000. In medium-sized companies, it would be like $2,500. And that kind of goes to, and also, like I said earlier, it should be an item that's going to last at least a year. So, like spray cleaners, even if they're expensive, obviously you're going to use them up rather quickly. So that's not an item that would last a year. We're talking about like computers, desks, like I said earlier, a table saw. The blades for the table saw would be an expense. The table saw itself would be an asset. So that's just a little bit about assets. And then next time we're going to talk a little bit about income in your self-employed business. We'll cover that in the next episode. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe so that you can get updates when the new video hits. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.